Good afternoon, it's Sean from Sean's Auto Repairs in Ramsgate in Kent again. Just a quick tale today of a little Peugeot 206 that's come my way. It was brought in by the customer who with a one-cylinder misfire. He'd read the codes himself with a little code reader and he come up with a injector fault, number one. But he went ahead and he put in new plugs, new coil pack. And he was surprised when it still had the misfire, so not sure what to do next. He's brought it to me and I'll show you a little bit of what I went through. So when I initially checked for codes, it had a P0201, I believe it was, injector open circuit number one. So straight away I was thinking like shorted injector, or where the coil was just packed up in the injector. So we came onto the bonnet and we done a few tests, and I'll show you some screenshots of what we achieved. Right, so first of all I thought what we'd do, excuse the cat, the cat's my little assistant sitting here. We go back to basics. We've done a relative compression test with the pico with the amp clamp clamped around the negative terminal of the battery, and that came up all right. I shall put a screen capture on the screen in a moment. After that, checked all four wires on the coil pack with the scope to make sure we had a good feed, a good earth, and two control wires, because it's a wasted spark system. Again, I'll put screen captures on the screen for you. Wasn't able to check individually on the back of the injectors the wiring, because it goes into a sealed loom, so there's no way to access the wires. So what we did is we put a loop on, we put one of these, where is it? Fuse 15 is a 30 amp fuse, which is about there. We bypassed that with this loop, so we could put an amp clamp around it, and that fuse controls the injectors, the coil pack, and the heater for the O2 circuits, O2 sensors. So again, with it running, I took a scope reading, and it shows all four sparks. Only three injectors. Again, I'll put a picture up for you. So straight away we knew that we had an injector missing. Wasn't able to sync it with anything because I've got nothing to sync it with. Being wasted spark, no access to injector wiring. I haven't got a pressure sensor to go in the cylinders, so I couldn't do it that way. So what I had to do was take the injectors out and test them manually. Here is the old injector that I took out. The new one, when you measure resistance across the pins, was 14 ohms. So that was a good one to go by. So we measured the first one. The first one was 13.9. The second one was 13.9, I believe, and the third one was 13.9, somewhere around there. The fourth one was very low, like point something or other, near enough open circuit. So we knew then that number one, which you assume is that end, was the faulty injector. So we put a new injector in. Started it up, and it's all back together, and it runs sweet as a nut. I wanted to get some live data to prove that everything was okay, but because this is a 2001, there wasn't any available. I've got two different scan tools, and neither would give me much data on OBD or in vehicle specific. So the only checks I could really do, being I don't have a gas analyzer, is down on the O2 sensor. I take some readings off the O2 sensors to make sure that the bank one sensor one was reading okay, and bank 2 or bank 1 centre 2 was nice and steady, which they were. And again, I'll put some catches up for you. So yeah, I thought that was quite a good result, really. Good use of the scope, I thought, to confirm what we initially thought. And all good, road tested, all good. Really. Right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later on.